Hi everyone, my name is Sarkis. I'd like to thank you all for joining us for our virtual talent show. My Choice Lottery is here today hosting this event to show support for Unity Project and their mission to relieve homelessness in London, Ontario.
Hi everybody, I'm Blake from My Choice Lottery. My Choice Lottery is a newly found nonprofit organization started here in Leamington, Ontario. We'd like to take an opportunity to thank all the performers today and Unity Project, as we wouldn't have been able to do this without your support. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, my name is Candace and thank you so much for joining us today. Our donation goal for this fundraiser is $1,500. So if you'd like to make a donation, visit our website at mychoicelottery.ca under the event page. Every donation matters, so thank you so much for your generosity. Also, leave a shout out from where you're watching in the chat box below.
I'm Chuck Lazenby, Executive Director of Unity Project for Relief of Homelessness in London. Thank you all for joining us in our online version of Up With Art. It's the 10th anniversary of our annual event, and we, like everyone else living in these times, have been forced to adapt new ways of fundraising, engaging our community, and also supporting our participants. We've shifted our emergency shelter operations to a hotel, prioritizing people who are vulnerable to COVID-19, including seniors and people with pre-existing health conditions. We've doubled our occupancy, but in a space that allows for staff and residents to be safe with adequate social distancing. We've had to learn how to appropriately use masks and gloves and face shields, conduct daily screenings for COVID symptoms, and also conduct our engagements with participants by phone or in the hallway at the door to their room. It's been quite an adjustment for us to have to make, but certainly one we've been grateful to be able to do. Our community has collectively moved very quickly to establish new protocols and procedures for supporting people during this pandemic. From setting up comfort stations to ensuring testing is available when it's needed and making sure that there are spaces where people can self-isolate. We've seen creative solutions to safe supply and managed alcohol for people who use substances. And all levels of government have invested money into supporting our community response. There's been a significant collaborative effort to take care of our city's most marginalized. But London's still in a housing and homelessness crisis. What the pandemic has taught us is that we are capable of quickly enacting broad systemic change. And homelessness and poverty are also a public health crisis. And it's one that demands action, and it's also one that will grow during this time if we don't pay attention and do something about it. If you're experiencing homelessness in Canada, you are more likely to have a chronic health condition such as COPD or diabetes or hypertension. You're also less likely to have access to the necessary health care that's required to treat those conditions. You're more likely to be physically and sexually assaulted. You're more likely to die if you don't have a home. The life expectancy of someone experiencing homelessness in Canada is up to half that of someone who is adequately housed. And let's not forget about the opioid crisis that disproportionately affects people living in poverty. In nearly 4 years, between 2016 and 2019, nearly 14,000 people died from an opioid overdose, with 17,000 more requiring hospitalization. And then, of course, there's a large number of people experiencing homelessness with severely compromised mental health. Homelessness is a crisis that people experience. It does not define the person, and yet the moral and political will to treat it as such has been way too little for way too long. And now's the time for change. I think it's time that we adapt a guaranteed income, one that allows for every person in Canada an opportunity to thrive. Ontario Works currently provides an individual with $733 per month. That's less than half of what we've seen as necessary for people to survive financially in this pandemic. The $2,000 Canada Emergency Response Benefit should be instated as a permanent policy that's accessible to everyone to give every Canadian a foundation for stability. It's time that we recognize the unique mental and physical health challenges that disproportionately affect people experiencing homelessness and poverty. We need to treat substance use as a health issue, ensuring that people have access to a safe supply of drugs and alcohol, expand access to safe consumption, and also have an adequate system of treatment options so that people have the support they need. It's also time that we put a policy in place that ensures housing as a human right instead of the commodity it is today. Safe, affordable, and adequate housing is the foundation to any person's ability to be successful and should be guaranteed for everyone. It's also time that we stop seeing the lives of people without homes as less worthy of our attention and support. I hope this message finds you healthy and well. As we face this time, we're not only needing your support through events such as Up With Art to get us through, but also in paying attention to and advocating for long-term solutions to homelessness. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Please take care of yourself during this time, and do remember to bid generously for Up With Art.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is Marco and I'm a musician from Montreal, Canada. So I recently got asked on my Instagram if I could do a Christmas music video for charity, and obviously I said yes. They were looking for musicians all over the world and I couldn't pass the opportunity. So let me tell you a little bit about myself before I start. I started piano when I was 1. My parents put us at a very young age, and along with my brother and sister, we grew up playing piano all our life. In high school, there was no more spots in piano because I was in a very strict classical music program. So I had to choose saxophone, which I knew nothing about. And when I finished high school, I was a professional saxophonist. So now I can play any song on piano and saxophone. I have the musical ear, which I found out I had when I was 7 years old. So I could hear anything and play it. Enjoy the show. Don't forget to watch me on YouTube, Markothepianoman. Subscribe, comment, share. Thank you for the love. Merry Christmas, everyone, and enjoy your holidays.
Hi, how are you? Merry Christmas. I am so happy to be here and to be a part of this today. I'm going to be doing a couple original songs. My name is Syren. That's how you spell it, S-Y-R-E-N. You can find some music of mine available on Spotify, Apple Music, all of that good stuff. And I'm on all the social medias as well, under Syren. I hope you enjoy these two. The first one is called Here Too Often. And I just wrote it a couple months ago, actually. Here we go.
Can't make sense of anything, can't color between the lines, can't arrange it all in a perfect row, never learn can see everything. Watch the fish fly and birds swim. No lines or rows or rules there. Take it all as I dull again, and I'll say what you say. Promise to never complain. Throw all the suitcases away. As long as you tell me I can stay. Listen and breathe in. I'm here too often. I taken this gives no consequences.
Okay, thank you. That was Here Too Often. And the second song is called Patience. And it's in the same tuning. How handy.
Did you hear what I said? Your cheeks are turning red. Are you nervous? Look me in my eyes, come on. I don't have time to waste if you don't like what I've got to say. Always gotta make me wait. Draw an X on another day. If my head ain't spinning, baby, you'll find a way. Do I scare you somehow? Am I talking a little loud? Not gonna waste my time or say I'm sorry now. I don't got the patience for you. I can't afford to wait around. Believe me, I've got better things to do. I've got nothing left for this now. I'm not the type to let go. Only trust myself to be in control. Set it all on fire and watch the smoke. And if you make it rain, I'll burn it anyway. 'Cause I'm the type to go all in. Maybe a little too often. It takes too long to find out what's not worth it. So let me tell you, my friend, I've got a whole lot of options. And I don't waste my time on shit that's pointless. I don't got the patience for you. I can't afford to wait around. Believe me, I've got better things to do. I've got nothing left for this now.
Thank you so much. That was me, Syren, Syren. I'm super happy to have been a part of this. Thank you so much. I'm here in London. I make lots of music. Check me out. I'll be making lots of stuff in the new year. Merry Christmas.
Guys, so I know we're supposed to talk about like online dating, but I grew up watching Catfish on MTV. So like I really don't trust online dating. We just can't trust men when it comes to photos. Because a guy will take like one good photo in 2014 and that will last him like the rest of his life. Like as women, how are we supposed to know if his Bumble photo is from 2010 or 2020? Like, is this photo pre-COVID or post-COVID? And like women are up against a lot. Dating in 2020 is tough. Like first we were getting catfished, then we were getting hatfished, which is like bald men wearing hats. Now we're getting mask fished. So it's like anyone can look cute when you can't see like any of their face. So like a woman will see like a remotely attractive guy from like here up and assume it's like all Zac Efron from like here down. So I'm single, and the quarantine has been like really lonely for me. So I tried to hit on a man on Instagram and it almost cost me $1,200. My standards are like fairly low. All I'm really looking for is like an Italian man who will love me more than he loves his mother. So I thought I found like a suitable Italian man. He's my mom's friend's son. And he has all of the Italian man tattoos. Like he has like a Jesus somewhere over here. And then like over here, there's like Italian scripture, like honoring a dead family member. Like it was perfect. Except he wasn't in construction. He's an artist. And like, I'm not much of like an art person. I've had the same like live, love, laugh poster from IKEA up since like 2016. But like for a future with a hot Italian man, I was like, okay, like I could get into art. Like I could like art for him. So my mom sent me his and like I had the best opening line. I was like, hey, do you do like commission paintings? And he's like, yeah. What would you want? And I was like, I don't know, like the Disney castle. So we got to talking and like my big plan was to like meet up with him at Starbucks when the painting was done. And then like we were going to fall in love and it was going to be this cute story, whatever. And I figured like it was probably going to cost me about like $100, but like I figured it was kind of like a BOGO deal, like buy one painting, get one boyfriend free, like all for $100. Like I love a sale. So like I casually was like, so like how much would it be for like a 24 by 18 painting? Like how much? And like I honestly like assumed he was going to be like, oh, for my future bride, free. But he was like, wow, normally if you were to go through the gallery, it would be $1,500. But because you're going through me directly, $1,200. $1,200 was the sale price. This was not what I was promised in like my BOGO deal, like in my head. So I don't know if I need to say this out loud, but like I don't have $1,200. But I was like, oh, $1,200. That's fine. I'll need to save up for that. So let's revisit this in a couple of months. And he's like, no, don't worry. I'll start the painting now because like I have time. And then you pay me when you have the money. And I was like, oh no. Like this financial commitment was like really scaring me. And like I didn't want to own up to my parents. So like, hey, I might be in debt to someone for $1,200. So I called my best friend's mom and I was like, hey, what do I do? She's like, Allie, it's time to come clean. You know, tell him you think he's really cute and that was just your way to talk to him. And I was like, yeah, that's really mature. That's probably best right now. But then I was like, I'm not quite ready to like tell him like, hey, I don't really give a shit about your art. I just think you're really hot. So I blocked him. But like this whole thing was like a learning experience for me. Like I've learned that like right now, like at this point in my life, like I'm not financially ready to like hit on any more men. And I'm absolutely not financially ready to be into art.
Hi everyone, Candace here, just enjoying the scenery out in Niagara Falls. Here we have Bev and Sid with us. So how have you guys been enjoying the holidays so far?
Well, it's end of the year, so it's
So far
happy.
good, but not happy with the COVID stuff,
Yeah.
so that we can't go out anywhere.
Yeah, I
So a
definitely.
little bit tough, but still going with the flow. Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
Me, I'm happy that 2020 is over.
And how's your holiday so far, Jay?
Good. It's kind of quiet, not what we're used to, but we're making the best of it.
Yeah, that's all we have to do right now, right?
Yes,
Are you
yes.
looking forward to the new year?
I am. I'm just looking forward to COVID being over and things getting back to normal.
Well, they've been pretty great. Obviously, a lot of staying inside, but we're trying to make the most of it, spend as much family time as we can, and just come up with activities we can do from home.
Oh, that sounds awesome. And how about your New Year's resolution? Are you
Well-
looking forward to 2021?
I think it's got to be only better than this year was, right? So I'm just trying to commit to more things and put a lot more effort into the things I care about.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
All right, and back to the show.
Hit it, brother.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Collecting dust in the corner. Used to be played every weekend all night. Since you've been gone, songs lost their rhythm. Just records repeat, same mistakes out of time. Hey. Listen to Stones or to Skinner, one where Tuesday she's gone. Call up some friends to remind me this time I'm not in the wrong. My friends Jack and Jim never leave you alone. Once you know them, you'll always want more. They'll laugh with you, cry with you, help pick a fight. It's better than drinking alone every night. My guitar could use some loving. Say heartbreak leads to the best kinds of songs. Stare at this blank page for hours. Maybe my friends can help pen something down. My friends Jack and Jim never leave you alone. Once you know them, you'll always want more. They'll laugh with you, cry with you, help pick a fight. It's better than drinking alone every night. Funny how I feel worse than I do. Thought when this started, couldn't live without you. For the first couple weeks, I could barely get by. Then I found Jack and Jim and they helped ease my mind. My friends Jack and Jim never leave you alone. Once you know them, you'll always want more. They'll laugh with you, cry with you, help pick a fight. It's better than drinking alone every night, every night, every night, every night, every night, Mississippi, the middle of a dry spell. Jimmy Rogers, electro on high. Mama dancing, baby on her shoulder. Sun is setting, molasses in the sky. The way he moves was a sin so sweet and true. Always wanting more, leaving you longing for. Like velvet in that little boy's smile. Like velvet in that full southern style. New religion that'll bring you to your knees. Like velvet if you breathe. Up in Memphis, music's like a heat wave. White lightning, bound to drive you wild. Mama's baby, the heart of every schoolgirl. Love me tender, leaves crying in the aisle. The way he moves was a sin so sweet and true. Always wanting more, leaving you longing for. Black velvet in that little boy's smile. Black velvet with that slow southern style. New religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet if you please. Come on. Every word of every song that he sang is for you. In a flash, he was gone. It happened so soon. What could you do? Black velvet in that little boy's smile. Black velvet with that slow southern style. New religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet if you please. Black velvet with that little boy's smile. Black velvet with that slow southern style. New religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet if you please.
This is a song about laundry. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, thanks for being so polite to take away my heart from me, but give me back my favorite thing to wear. And your revenge, it didn't work when you ripped both of the pockets out, 'cause I think that it looks better with the tear. Well, hey, it's alright, I got my sweater back, and I am looking fine, let me tell you. Hey, I'm alright, I got my sweater back, and just in time for winter, you're too kind. Now Now I'm sure you've met a handsome man, but I know there's one thing he won't have. Warm clothes that fit you like mine would. And I know that I'll be looking fine for the next girl I've got by my side. And I think she'll like that you tore off the hood. Hey, it's alright, I got my sweater back. It's like bathing in cashmere in this thing. I can't believe I let you keep it. Hey, I'm alright, I got my sweater back. Sometimes I let my dog wear it when we go for a walk. He looks pretty cute too. Look, I'll tell you, the first time I saw this girl, it was like the sky shattered. I couldn't believe my eyes. It only took a couple minutes of talking and I knew my wardrobe was about to shrink. Of course, it came to an end like all good things, but you know, I don't regret it because she taught me a lesson I'm never gonna forget. Thanks to her, I now know what truly matters. My sweater. My sweater back. This thing was a limited print. I couldn't buy it anymore if I wanted to. Hey, I'm alright, I got my sweater back. It was like $150. I mean, I got it on clearance, but you know. Hey, I'm alright, I got my sweater back. Look, it still smells like her, but it gets better with every wash. Hey, I'm alright, I got my sweater back. Oh, now this is a well-dressed group of boys up here.
Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Samir. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tonight, about some crazy magic. So yeah, I want to first start off by saying Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I want to thank First Lottery and Candace and everyone for having me here. Hope you guys enjoy. This is going to be some crazy stuff. And if you want to check out my material after, you can go to my Instagram page at Sumer Seth Magic. You can go to my TikTok, Sumer Seth Magic, same one. It's SUMERSETH Magic. That's all you gotta do. But without further ado, let's begin. Okay. Hope you guys enjoy that bit of Christmas music. Gotta set the mood somehow. But yeah, no, this, what I usually do is close-up card magic. And everything you're about to see here is going to be pure sleight of hand. So I'm not going to use anything funny, no gimmicks, no funny cards, none of that stuff. In fact, what I want to try is I want to explore an immutable law of physics that applies only to playing cards and to another one thing. You guys all know that if you try to mix oil and water together, they never mix. And there's a good reason for that, you know? It's the laws of physics, that's the only really good reason. But there's no good reason why cards shouldn't follow the same principle. But, you know, you'd be surprised they actually do. It's a little crazy, but let me show you what I mean. Actually, you know what? Let me keep the deck in full view. I want you to see, this is just a regular deck, okay? If you were here, I'd let you guys examine it and do everything, but given the circumstances, y'all just gotta take my word for it. So, what we got here? We got oil and the red card's water, okay? Black cards are oil, red cards are water. And we're gonna mix the water with the oil, like this. Oil, water, oil, water, oil, water, oil, and water. They come together, they square up, right? And I don't have to do anything, really. I just have to let the cards sit for a bit. Like, just give it a little bit of time, and eventually all the oil cards just tend to rise to the top, even as you mix them. All the water cards tend to settle to the bottom. Weird how that works. I mean, here, I'll do it again. This time I want you guys to watch very closely, okay? Oil and water together. All right, again, we're gonna mix water with oil. Oil, water, oil, water, oil, water, oil, water. So on and so forth. Now here's the thing, when people see me do this, right, square up the cards, they always think maybe something's going on, and I want to actually prove to you that I'm not doing anything yet, okay? All the cards are still very much intertwined. Again, oil and water only happens, right? They only separate when you leave them on the table for a significant period of time. So as I'm talking to you, the two sets, the black cards and the red cards, the oil and the water, are separating. All the oil rises to the top, and all the water settles to the bottom. It's unexplainable. I don't get it. But sometimes, you know, you could use a bit of magic to influence the outcome. So let's say I wanted to actually mix the cards. I can just take oil and water separately and just do this. You know, give it a little shake. Everything then mixes together. That way you get oil, water, oil, water, oil, water, oil, water. I said that in reverse. I meant water, oil, water, oil, water, oil, water, oil. Don't get it twisted. It's still all mixed up, okay? And anyone looking at this point can be sure that that is what's happening, right? Every single card, one by one, is kind of being tossed, oil and water, oil and water. However, I want to see what would happen if we allowed some other interference. Say, let's say, just say the aces, okay? Now, if the aces were to interfere in this process, strange things can happen, okay? And I'll show you why the aces are always like a magician's favorite card. You know, you're about to see that right now. But first, again, we've given this a little bit of time to settle, so now oil and water should, separate like that. Okay, there's oil, there's water, and there's the aces. Okay? Now watch real closely, okay? We've got water here, we've got oil here, and we have our four friends, the four aces. which we don't quite need at the moment. We can just kind of get rid of them for now. I don't want to place them too close to the deck, but let's just place them off the side somewhere you can see them. Yeah, right there, in full view. As for the water cards, we're going to mix in with the oils. In fact, we're going to take the oil, we're going to intertwine it with the water cards face down. So the oil's face down, water's face up. This makes things a little harder because now oil and water doesn't naturally separate. Now there's a bit of interference, okay? Now the cards are going in different directions, oil and water, as they mix together, okay? So this is where the aces come in, okay? Because with the aces, you just gotta fan the cards a little bit like that. And in fanning them, all the face down cards should settle to the bottom, all the face up cards come to the top. Now, sometimes, yeah, it doesn't really work sometimes, but this is what happens. The aces tend to get a bit ambitious, you know? And they kind of join with all the water cards like that. You see? Again, crazy. I can't explain it. All the oil cards are just kind of left here, but I guess, you know, that's just how magic works. It's a mysterious thing, you know? Especially when it comes to sleight of hand magic. Things behave unnaturally, but at the same time, wonderfully. You know, that's the beauty of magic. It's unnaturally beautiful. That's what I love about it. But let's go for a real Christmas miracle, okay? Let's just kick it up a notch, all right? Again, I want you to see the deck is in fact mixed up. In fact, if you were here, I'd let you guys shuffle the deck. I'd let you examine the deck in any which way. And again, you could, but given the circumstances, just take my word for it. Here, I'll even mix the deck a bit further. In fact, we're gonna do this sort of topsy-turvy shuffle where we throw cards in every direction. Face up, face down, face up, just everywhere. Now this really ensures that the deck is mixed up. There's no doubt about that. But only a crazy person or a magician can mix the cards quite like this. You know, you got face up, face down. Some cards you got going face down and face up. You've got, let's see, you got face up and face up, face down and face down. Every card going everywhere. Now, just for the fun of it, let's mix them some more, huh? Let's really create a mess here, okay, of cards just weaving, okay? So that way you've got cards going face up, some face down, some face up, some face down, in every direction. Some back to back, some face to face. This is what happens when you throw the deck everywhere, right? And again, the laws of physics for oil and water might not apply because everything is going everywhere. But with magic, you know, things can change. Things can actually all, here, let me bring the camera down a little bit so you can see that. Everything goes back the same way. Weird, right? But like with oil and water, everything also tends to separate. See, you got all the black cards on one end, all the red cards on the other end. Let me give you a closer look at that, just in case the camera's not good enough for this, but look, all the red, all the black. Oil and water, you know? You can always guarantee that it will blow your mind. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. And again, thank you for having me on. Smearseth Magic, TikTok, Instagram, check me out there. I'm always posting, and if you want to hire me for a private function, a wedding, you know, you got a university club, you want to bring me in for a show, please please feel free to DM me, okay? Take care, everyone.
Hi, I'm Nelly Latchman, and I'm a pastor in Windsor at New Song Church, and today I'll be singing for you, "O Holy Night." Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is a night
of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and ever pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night divine. Truly he taught us to love one another, his law, his love, and his gospel is peace. Chains shall he break, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, let all within us praise his holy name. Christ is the Lord. Oh, praise his name forever. His power and glory evermore proclaim. His power and glory evermore proclaim.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you all for participating and watching our virtual talent show. I would like to give a big shout out to all the performers displaying their great talents, as well as Unity Project in their collaboration with this event. We will still be collecting online donations for Unity Project up until December 23rd. Because of all of you, we are able to provide food, shelter, and happiness for those that are in need. Merry Christmas everyone, and happy holidays.